Meow meow. Hello. Okay. I got stuff going on. Do do do. Okay. Do do do. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Wonderful. Yay, faction time. Little birdie farm day. Still farming up the little rook. Hopefully I can get another fragment to make that. Oh. Hello, Mr. Faction Man.
You're in the
Linky, hello. How you going?
Will I wager my Drax on you?
What day is it today? I'm just trying to think. Is it Tuesday? Monday? No. Tuesday. It's Tuesday, isn't it? I forget what day it is. How are you? What's been happening? How's all the new mission looking as well? How's the morning? I'm on a little bit later today, but I didn't have anything scheduled, but I thought, bugger it, I'm going to jump in and have a bit of a game. How are you going? What's been happening? I know I've asked like a million times, but that's just me being a chatty Cathy. What have I got? This. Oh. Okay.
And don't expect me to make it too easy for you.
Let's have a look. Excuse-moi. There we go. Cool. Alright, what is the quickest route here? Thunderstone for sure. I want to make that gigantic basalcum explode. Oh dear. Come on, jump. Sweet. Excellent. Wait, is this two? No. That's weird. There's two of them appearing up. Anywho. Oh, Thunderstone. There we go. Excellent. Ah. Alright. Alright, bunnies, be free. Get out of here. Ooh. Alright. Let's see how we go and sneaking up on this. Not too bad. I would really like to have a little bit more of those bombs around so I can collect them. Just so I don't have to deal with those silly tanks anymore. Oh dear. Hey, don't kick me. Yo. Give me your soul. Thank you. Sweet. Okay. Yo. Oh, Gemini's in game. Yo. Hello, hello. Doodly-dee-dee. is this? Madame or sir? The day was good. You and your magical BS can go away. Thank you. Yeah, that's good. Scheduled. Stream. Not now. Awesome sauce. Alright. There you are. Rebel. Yes, I do. See ya.
You honor the lost this day. A rite of atonement.
Alright, what do we got? We got 2 grand, so I can go to the Silent Rose and pick up another fragment for the rook, and then I should have that building. Unfortunately, I don't have the... Oh! Cool. Unfortunately, I don't have the Siren pact yet. I think it's going to be completed in about 4 hours from now, which sucks. I really wanted to show it off today, but oh well. It's the only one that I haven't really used. Hey Gemini, I see your messages in chat and game. Hello, what's happening? Are you in game too? Clearly you are, because you're messaging me from there. Yeah, I had a good day. It was great. I had a lot of like really good things happen today, so yeah, it's great. How's your day? Where's the Silent Rose? There we go. I think someone in the Discord was asking about Moronite. Nice. Good days are always good, hey. It's even in the name. Good day. Yeah. I started pretty early myself this morning. 5 AM, I think. I really wanted to like just lie in bed because I thought, holy crap, it's cold, but nah. Got out of bed. Went down to the good old Gym-a-rooney, hung out with the... I think there was 4 or 5 people. My personal trainer was going nuts today. I said, mate, like, you got 4 or 5 people on the go at once. Like, I don't know how your brain handles that. Mine certainly doesn't. She's pretty cool, though. I really like her. She's a strength trainer. And yeah, like, she had like an hour to kill, and I was like, dude, let's go eat. I'm hungry. And she's like, yeah, actually, that's a good idea. So I went and had coffee and stuff, caught up with her. It was great. She's a really good human. So that was a really good start to the day. And then, yeah, I got the good news about becoming affiliated with a particular streaming service. So just getting a few of the, I guess, like the legal contractual agreements understood and doing all the paperwork stuff. And hopefully that should be finalized a little bit later this week. And then once that's done, I've got a lot more tools to kind of play with and share with everyone as well. So very excited. Alright, so we got Rook. Alright, that's done. Siren, I've got you building, and then I don't really need to level up this faction anymore, to be honest. I mean, I can, but there's nothing I really need from them anymore. So, sorry, Lady Diora. I'm gonna have to say goodbye to you. I don't really know if there's anything worth getting from the Silent Rose anymore, to be honest. Apart from the Rook. There's that one. I wonder what its crafting time is. 9 hours. Okay, well that should be done. And then I've got 3 hours until Siren's ready. Ugh. Gemini, you're up at 6 AM every day? Hell yeah, dude. It's such a good thing, hey? Like, you just get more out of your day. It's awesome. And everyone's sleeping, especially in winter. Hell yeah, you're level 3 with Abacot? Nice. I definitely recommend ranking up fully with at least one faction, and that was the first faction I was with too. I got up to rank 5 with them. I can't remember what for. Oh, it was for the Ode Tempest Pact. Once I got that, I just thought, well, I'm max rank, I should be able to like switch back to them, so I don't know if you've got to put on the respective talisman for the faction that you're visiting anymore, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, I just want to double check. Silent Rose, what have I got you? You're at level 2.
No more
And
gloaming,
then,
You've had enough.
yo, IQ, what's going on? 6:12 in Brazil in the morning? Holy. Linky, hey. 6 a.m. wake up, then start work at 7. Hell yeah. You get your day done, hey. It's so good. I'd rather work like 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. to like 2 or 3 in the afternoon and then just call it a day, and then you've got the rest of the afternoon to do whatever you want. Ode Tempest 3k. Alright, well, yeah, I think I'm gonna boss out on the Silent Rose. They've been good, but I have to admit, I've been finding a bit of the faction tales have been a little bit weird with them. Like some of the bannerets don't spawn, or some of the faction tales don't activate properly. I don't know if that's happening with any of the other factions, but I didn't come across any issues with the Alka's Children or Kid the Kings, so it could be just maybe Silent Rose. So IQ, I'm farming the Medican King. Hell yeah! Also, what does the crypt puzzle do? The crypt puzzle, there's a 2-part puzzle in there. The first one is beating the Cicade and getting the Triune Amulet fragments from him. There's the green, red, and blue. So if you absorb his soul into each one, you've got to run it about 3 times. But I ran it 6. Oh, they did release a small patch. Okay, yeah, I noticed something was a little bit different. Some of the stuff in game wasn't spawning a little bit proper, like what it usually was. So I definitely noticed that. Oh, it fixed the multiplayer? Oh, that's good to hear. What other news have you got for me, IQ? I feel like you would be all over this information, which is great. I didn't see anything come up with the, like a patch hotfix or anything, so I've kind of been waiting on it. I was hoping maybe there was going to be something done tomorrow. We now don't lose items if we do multiplayer. Oh, that's good. Okay, great. Oh, also, I got the fragments for the new starter weapon, the Wuldor. Or Fuldor? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm assuming the W is like a V or an F sound. But I noticed farming through the Silent Rose faction, I was picking up fragments and they didn't have the little... It was just like a white square like that icon, but it was just all white. I figured out that they were the fragments of the new Fuldor weapon that I was picking up, so which is pretty cool. Oh, nice. You got the grin. Hell yeah. Oh, from Medican King. Okay, cool. That's really good. I didn't know Grin was dropping a lot from there. I farmed it out through the, what's it called? The Fort Conehold. I was just rerunning faction tales and just going to the crypt. I did some of the log-in, log-out method just to respawn chests up here, and that seemed to spawn a whole bunch of chests, and I got the Grin in like maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. It was awesome. But yeah, I haven't actually gone back to the Medican King actually, so speaking of, I'm gonna go do that faction tale. Yeah, bugger it. I'll just do this faction tale, but then I'll go and switch to the Kid the Kings. But that's dope though, so the Medican King drops the Grin. That's awesome. I also found Ooth. Which one's that one? Is that a weapon or a secondary?
I'll hear no gripes of spectres and ghoulies. Now finish your rounds.
Jesus, Lady Diora is very demanding. And then she plays coy and it's like, I'm not really being a bitch. Well, I mean, she's not, but, you know. Ain't no way operator streaming Soulframe. Necrosis? I sure am. How many points do you get from each star, each faction tail? The 3-tier faction tails, they generally drop about 350 XP. It's more just like the enemies are a little bit more difficult than the 1 and 2. But they're the most rewarding, so if you can get them to work, you get a lot more experience and stuff for them too. I met you plenty times before from Lawn Stream. Yeah, I recognize your name, for sure. 1 star 75, 2 stars 150. Yeah, 3 to 350 for the 3 star. Yeah, they're the most worthwhile to do, Linky. But yeah, Croesus, I got into Soulframe, I think P9, and then I just thought, damn it, I'm just gonna go stream it. It's been really fun. I love this game. It's dope. No worries, Miss Linky. Did you have a good weekend too, Linky? I think you were doing some fun things going on, like searching for a new adventure in life, which is good. How's that all going? Pretty decent? There's also a bug that somehow if you got a faction tail on top right of the map, you get 500 for no apparent reason. Ooh, that's nice to know. Maybe I should just go do that one. I don't mind running the 300 ones, but I pretty much farmed out most of the stuff that's needed to get all the really good packs. I've just got to get the Hand of Mora now. Where am I going? My brain is not here with me today. I'm running the deer helmet, the flamekin kilt, and no chest armor to get that gladiator look. Hell yeah, it's a really good look. I'd recommend to IQ go and farm the Stithywicks. It's a lot easier to farm now. You get like an oven mitt look to it. It looks pretty cool. But I made that look with, I think this one, the Tetherin, or sorry, I made it with the Ode Tempest. Alright, now I need the paperwork. Where's the paperwork? I remember somebody said it's top right or somewhere. Yeah, it's usually generally, I think, world map wise. I cannot wait till we get fast travel, I swear. I'd probably say it's maybe even part of that dungeon entrance that's here. Or Credence High, or possibly Mirafear. But I honestly, CBF cannot be bothered going up the top just to get maybe a free amount of XP. Where do I get that? The Stithywicks? Where is it? There's lumens. There's a few entrances to the different glade areas. You can find it through the Garen Shrine, which is here. Or you can come down here just south of Fort Carlisle. And there's a glade entrance underneath the roots of a tree. Just go down into the tunnel and it should spawn out a glade. If it doesn't do the glade for you, it might do the Dermac Undercity one. Just run in and run out until you get the right tile set spawned. And then you can just basically farm out the glade. It's got all the assassins in there. They should be dropping the new weapon, the Preludes, but to be honest, I have had no luck trying to find that secondary at all. I was surprised I even picked up Grin the other day, and then I finally got the Bulldog Courage Sword, the starter weapon for the faction of Tetherin, or Kit the Kings rather. I need my paperwork. Where's the paperwork? Alright, so we got NPCs hanging around doing nothing. I had an awesome weekend, went on a miniature furniture making class. Nice! Made a mini wicker chair. Hell yeah, that sounds really cool. But yeah, the new adventure searching is still continuing. No new updates. I'm sure you'll get some updates soon, Linky. I feel like you will. Ode Tempest's first ability needs to change. The whole kit's literally named Tempest, yet why the first ability is fire-based? Yeah, I don't disagree on that point. It is a bit weird to have like this big lava burst for a Tempest. I was actually thinking what would be kind of cool, instead of having the fire effect, make it kind of like a wind. So it's kind of like a, I don't know, tornado blast. I think that'd make sense. Do Garen Shrine. I got the Preludes. Oh, no shit. In Preludes? In the Garen Shrine. Okay. Wait, hang on a minute. Were you using the Siren Pact by any chance? Just for the drop rate? I also got the Skilter. Yeah, Skilter's dope. I'm not missing anything anymore except for the last pact and a Zelda. A Zelda is awesome. You just rank up to rank 2 with Children of Alka and you'll get that for like 100 points. I mean, it's about 11,000, 10,000 standing to get to rank 2, but it's 10,100 points. It's pretty easy to get to. Tempest second ability even enhances Voltaic. Yeah, it's really good with the Gwenlyn or the Odiak fist weapons, the lightning bolts. It's really cool. Which just make the flaming bowling ball out of order. Yeah, I don't disagree on that. I was just running Tadrin. No way. Okay. Alright, well... Where's Lumens? Alright, so I've got to intercept the paperwork lady. Wherever she wants to be. I've got no idea where she is. Maybe? That is something I have been noticing. The enemies don't necessarily spawn proper. Or sometimes they do. I could probably just run the Garen Shrine maybe and then see if I can get this one to go. Because I don't think they're spawning up. Which is annoying. Alright, I'll go do a Garen run and see if I get lucky with the Preludes. If I do, I will be very happy. Mind you, Necrosis, you said you're with Children of Alka, right? So I kind of have a weird feeling. It depends on which. You got Preludes due to the last run. It'll look because the mockeries. Oh, okay. So you're in the Rose as well. I just wonder if it's attributed to maybe the particular tile set that's spawned, or possibly the faction that you're in. I just ran it a lot because the mockeries. Okay. So when you were in the Glade area, did you just go to the Glade farming spot? Oh, you were in Kith of Kings. Alright. Here's my plan. I'm going to go to the Kith of Kings, I'm going to switch over to them, and then I'm going to come back here. Because I have a feeling if you're in the Kith of Kings and you got the Preludes to drop, which is, I believe, it's a grace-based weapon. Most of the Flyblades are anyway. I just think it's weird. You go and you get into a fighter faction, but I noticed I got a lot more of the fragments of the Odiak dropping. Oh no, I can't get out. Oh yes I can, thank you. Thank you, game. Oh gosh. Alright, I'm gonna get away from Silent Rose anyway, because I do feel like she's a bit demanding. Like, cool character though. Preludes is actually a courage flyblade. Ooh, nice. Okay, this is good. Because I've noticed quite a few of the weapons that I like are more grace attunement, and some of them don't make sense, like the Boggin Myrtle, for example. That's a grace-based sword and shield. I would have thought that would have been courage. I guess you've got to balance out the 3 different, like, attunements and what weapons go with what. But it looked like the Solace one has been updated to an uncommon Spirit attunement of rank 2. And I thought that was a good move. At least the Spirit user can have a good weapon. But then you've got the Verdigris as well, which is the secondary. I just wish there are more triple attuned weapons. Yeah, I agree with you. I think if we can possibly suggest it hard enough, we can get the Greatsword from the Medican King to be a 3-star dope Greatsword in the game. I really hope. That weapon is absolutely insane. The look of it is just incredible. And yeah, just even have like maybe half of the power that the Medican King has with it would be awesome. So, very cool. Ah, Chosen. Hey. Heyo. Just in stream. at the moment. Triple Courage Medicant Kingblade would be sick. Yep. Yep. Let's make it all happen, guys. Come on. Let's aim to get that weapon as an attribute to the Medicant King. As a memoir, but something that's usable. That'd be absolutely amazing. Okay, so can I switch to you or not? I've got 3 more days and 7 hours until I can. Damn it. No. Alright, well that sucks. So what does that mean? If today's Tuesday, I must have like switched out on like a Thursday last week. Damn it. Oh well. Okay. I'll feel really cool again soon. I'll see you soon, Mr. Fire King. I now know it gives armor. Oh, which IQ? The Medicant King does? Or the Saccade? Triple Courage Medicant Blade would be sick. I agree. But Soulframe has the issue of lacking in triple attuned or packs. Grace only have 1 pact. True, they do. Yeah, the Siren. I think I'm curious to see what they do with the Grace faction, to be honest. It doesn't seem to be that well like balanced in the game. It definitely seems it's a lot more attuned to the Courage and Spirit user at the moment. Alright, I'm gonna go see if I can... Oh, I did get the paperwork. Oh my gosh, okay, so it did spawn weirdly. Righto. Or maybe I'm just being silly. Saccade give you the whole set, no need to craft, which is very true. I want an offensive Grace Pact. Yeah, I would too, to be honest. I think Grace is useful. Absolutely. I was really hoping that this Siren Pact that I've got crafting was going to be ready by the time I wanted to do a stream, but I've still got, I think, about maybe 2.5 hours left on it until it's ready. And I used all my premium currency already in P9. I just got too excited and I thought, oh well, I've got 100 and everything costs like 10 or 15 premium currency, so just whip everything through and start using it all and just rank up the character level at least. So I haven't really had to wait too long for most things, but the packs definitely do take a long time. But 24 hours is not too bad, in all honesty. I think it's quite a workable time frame. Oh, hey, little willow wings. No fly bum. I wonder what kind of damage those little dudes do. I'd hope to see maybe even poison damage at least in the game. At least from those dudes. But if we had the option to get like a familiar to fly around, I would definitely have one of them as a pet. They're dope. I like them. They're very cool. Maybe an abacot. I don't know. Former? What do you mean, Gemini? Former? Yeah. I mean, you can reforge stuff in the game at the moment. Oh, damn. Okay. Alright. You can take that, and then I'm just going to get in melee and get you the hell out of here. I wish we could pick up more of the Thunderstones, too. Just so we can, like, bank them in our inventory. Just, like, make them slightly smaller, but then have them as, like, a consumable. Like, in here. I think that'd be really cool. Oh, no. I've got a phone call. Bear with me. I will be right back in about 5 minutes, if that's okay. I apologize. I do have to take this call, though. Okie dokie, I am back. Apologies about that. I had to take that phone call. It was a very important one. Awesome, awesome. Alright, let me catch up on chat. I still want secret quest involving weapons. I agree on that IQ. Absolutely. Like awakening the full pug. Yeah, I agree. I think we were talking about that the other day. The Ignomora. Yeah, I would love to see the Ignomora get more of that fire damage back. Because we do get that from the Fenjitar when we find him in the Undercity. Yeah, that's really, really cool. And I would love to see more of the fire damage come through in the game. Sorry, my headset's just been a little bit funky. There we go. There we go. Oh, purifying the Ducalic. Yes, I think so. I don't mind the corrupted Ducalic as well. Like, it does have a really cool look to it, that's for sure. But purification, I think, would be a really cool thing in the game as well. I mean, we essentially purified the stag within the corrupt stag quest, which was really cool with Garen Rood. That was awesome. I loved that. That was a really cool entry-level quest to the game. Really, really nice. Very, very cool. Still my favorite quest. I think I played that the other night. And, yeah, had a lot of fun. Alright, Banneret, where are you at, lady? I am ready to roll. Where you may be hiding. I did hear her before. Where you at, chunky lady? There you are. Yes, I do want to play. Thank you very much. And also, too, with that particular Baronet, she has fire damage as well. So, I would really like to see the envoys be able to have fire damage. So, the Ignomora getting fire damage, I heartily agree on that. Because she can basically just throw down all those fire piles on the ground and it basically fries you. Where are we? So we got Ori's Well, Fort Curlau. I'm gonna jump into the Garen Rood Shrine as well. Just to see if I can get the Precludes to drop, hopefully. And then just do a couple more faction tales, I think. I was having a bit of a play around before, and then I thought, I'm gonna jump in stream. But I just had one of my family members contact me, and they've been gaming for years as well. And I just said, oh, I need your advice on a few bits and pieces. Like, what do you think? And it's my my elder sibling. Them and their partner were like, do this, 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 and don't worry about this, don't worry about that, and yeah, they're a wealth of knowledge, so it was pretty cool. So I appreciate you guys just hanging around until I got back. They talk really quickly, which is really good. So I said, okay, I've got about 5 minutes, I am on stream. And they were like, oh, okay, cool, well, this is what you need to know. It was awesome. So yeah, they're very cool people, very much massive nerds and extremely intelligent, so I really appreciated them taking the time to just give me a holler and just give me some of the advice that they have. So because I trust them, like, they're very, very smart people, and they're both in like pretty high rolling work areas as well. So with TennoCon almost a month away, DE not saying much about the Soulframe and Warframe. Gemini says that is very true. They are being very tight-lipped at the moment. I would probably say they're probably working their asses off on multiple projects at the moment. So it's probably why there's been a little bit of dead space with the like patch updates, etc. as well, because they're probably just trying to tie all the different areas of the TennoCon in place, just so they can... Ooh, level 10, lovely. Probably just so they can, yeah, get geared up for TennoCon, because that's a massive event for them as well. So I've got a goal for next year, though. If the next 12 months go well for streaming and stuff, I really hope to be able to get to TennoCon myself next year, and also just go visit Canada. I got to live there for quite a long time a few years ago, and it was one of the best experiences. I love living in Canada, and visiting the States too. It was awesome. So I definitely have that goal in mind for next year. Isleweaver delayed contact. That's supposed to come in P10. Isleweaver delayed content. That's supposed to come to P10. True. I think Isleweaver is coming out, I believe, next month anyway. I don't know if it's like ultimately confirmed. I don't think that we've got a date for it, but I'm pretty sure it's next month for Warframe for Isleweaver, which looks really cool. Gemini says it's so they can show us something big. Yeah, they've always got something like in the works that just no one expects, and yeah, it's such a cool. I love the vibe. I got the digital ticket for TennoCon this year again, and yeah, my goal for next year is to actually be there. So I hope it's a even bigger year next year as well. It'd be nice to meet other people who work in the or just like hang out in like the streaming world as well. So being relatively new to the space myself, it's quite the experience. I have to say that it's a very different being a consumer of content to actually being a creator of it, if that makes sense. It's yeah, definitely an experience, that's for sure. It wouldn't be epic anymore if they show something, everything before TennoCon. I mean, I don't think they necessarily show everything before TennoCon. I think the 1999 stuff, I don't think anyone saw coming when they did show it eventually at TennoCon. But to see the proto frames, I don't think anyone thought that was going to happen, and it did. Like crazy, man. But I think it was a really cool refreshment to Warframe, in all honesty. I mean, I played Warframe for 7, almost 8 years, and I could definitely appreciate the characterization. It just brings a new life into the game of Warframe. And I like the option that we've got with the proto frames to be able to switch between our frame mode and our proto frame as well. I love that. It's one of my favorite things. Kaya Velasco Nova, she's one of my favorites. She's extremely sassy. Like, are we gonna have a problem? Like, she's, I don't know, maybe I'm showing my age a bit by saying this, but you know, she's very like kind of Gen Z, in a good way, you know, like just extremely confident, just, you know, doesn't bugger her eyes around and just gets stuff done. Like I really like her character. But Minerva and Frost, what's his name? Victor? No, it's not Victor. Victor's the bad one. Yeah, they're really, really cool. I love them. They just said June is 100% Isleweaver. Nice. Okay, good to know. I had a feeling wait, they said June. That'll probably be end of month for sure. But Soulframe, some stuff's delayed, like expansion to moats and joineries. Yeah, what's with the joineries? I'm not too sure on that part, to be honest. The moat system I am. It'll be interesting to see how all of that comes into the game. Jesus, these guys can grab really quickly. Get off me. They were supposed to come in P10, but it's delayed now. Velimir, that's his name for Frost. Yeah, he's funny. I like his voice lines too. I'm okay with the moats being delayed, personally. I would rather a system in a pre-alpha game be done relatively well and a lot more fleshed out with the most minimal amount of bugs possible, rather than having it just shipped and then have to fix everything along the way. I could definitely be okay with that. That's my kind of take on it. I think for as much as P10 has been so far, I think there's been enough stuff to be able to get through with the factions as well and the tales to get me through until the mode system eventually does drop. And I'm really hoping it does drop maybe tomorrow. Or at least like in the next week or two. I would be really keen for that. And just to see what it does, how it operates, and all that jazz as well. I have not done these properly. I think it's that way. There we go. I don't know how I remember that, but yeah, that's how to do that puzzle. There are the murals on the wall here. I think this one's that way. Yeah, so that one faces east. And then this one, I believe, faces towards us. Yeah, it does. Cool. Nice little puzzle there for you. I'm sure you guys have figured that out really quickly, though. The puzzles in this game are pretty sweet. One of my favorite elements to it. Little bit of catch-up time. Kaya's sassiness makes me want to impregnate her. Man, the amount of thirst that I've seen for Kaya Velasco, there's heaps of people who are thirsting for her. I really like her style. She's a very cool chick. Like, if I had someone like that in my life, it was just like, are we going to have a problem? I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, we are, but you're cool. It's fine. Yeah, she definitely seems like that kind of, like, personality. Just is extremely direct. And, in certain ways, her Kim system stuff, she's a bit, hard to read, I guess. Very closed off, I would say. But yeah, Motes right now still has some actual relic of the past. Yeah, there's a few in the, I think in the packs still. I think that 10% flow of spirit and 10% flow of grace on enemy death. It's not very clear exactly on what that means. So, I don't know, it's like, is it 10% extra points or extra damage that you get for it in the attunement department of, say, like, spirit and grace? It's, yeah, pretty ambiguous, I think, in its description, so it would be nice to get a little bit more expansive information so it makes it a bit clearer for people, but I think that'll happen in time again, so Eleanor? Oh, no way, IQ. Your girlfriend's name's Eleanor? That's awesome. So you got your GF in-game and in real life. She's just me, for real. Some of the Motes reward is still giving bonuses on the old pack system. Ah, true. Interesting. So, if I put the spirit 10% flows on, say, a Zelda, that'd give it more boost damage, I would assume, if that's what that means. When the Pact Idols was a thing. Ah, okay, yeah. I never came across the Pact Idols and what they were doing. There's still a little bit of information in the game that still kind of mentions that, where you get something like empowers an idol. I had no idea what that meant. And then I had someone tell me that, unfortunately, that system had been removed because the new mote system was coming in. So, it was a shame that I missed that one. But I started, I think, roughly around halfway through P9 in Soulframe. So they need to restart reworking those two to keep up with the changes they made. Okay. Pact Idol was when Fey Pact existed. I remember the Fey Pact existed, and I like the look of the Siren Pact, and to me, without even having played it yet, I think would be really cool to reinvigorate that name. I like the name of the Fey rather than like a spirit user. Like a Fey Pact sounds really cool. I'd play it. But then Fey Pact was completely dismembered and became Siren and Garen Rude. Ah, interesting. Yo, Brewski, what's going on? How are you, handsome? Long time no see. What's been shaking? How is the western side of our country treating you? It's bloody cold here, that's for sure. Everyone in chat, the Brewer OCE, go follow him. He is awesome. He's one of my besties, and he lives on the very opposite end of the country. Very, very warm where he's from as well. I made a few... Oh, what? How did I die? Damn it. I've made a few trips over to Western Australia. And, yeah, very amazing human being. Oh, it's nice to see you, Brewski. Amazeballs. What's been happening? Back when pack titles existed to empower your packs. Okay. Mora's Hand was probably the best. Yeah, I've definitely heard that Mora's Hand has been probably one of the best packs to use, but I think since Ode Tempest got put in, I definitely find that that one, like, I guess outclasses it in certain ways, but that's just my experience of it so far. I've been using Tethering, to be honest, quite a lot, and it's just easy. You just pop your 2, you pop your 1, and you just smash enemies. It's awesome. Even with the Blitzel bow as well, it just annihilates stuff. It's great. I usually have a chest around here too. Ah, don't grab me. Go away. I mean, I don't mind being touched, but not like that. Anyway. Ah. These things are so creep. Mind you, Necrosis, was it from these guys that you farmed the Preludes weapon, or was it from the actual Glade XP farm, where they just kept on resurrecting? Let's have a look. If they made their Fate Pact again, they should make it more plant-based. I agree on that, IQ. I definitely do. I think we need something a little bit more planty-like, especially for the Spirit user, because the Gwellen staff looks really, really nice. I like the design of it. It's simple. It speaks Spirit user look, which is awesome. So I definitely think we need something like maybe like a mace and a shield weapon, which is Spirit based. Like, that's just something that I've been throwing around in my head. But I definitely agree we need more of like a planty kind of looking weapon. I think that it'd really fit the style of the game as well. Necrosis says, because when Mora's Hand Pact was empowered, you actually conjure the actual Ignimora that deals flaming damage, explodes on hit. Man, that needs to be redone. Like, put that back in the game. That'd be awesome. Lovely to hear your voice. I'm well, my guy. Still plugging along. Hell yeah, you are. Nice. Good to see you in chat, man. Are you guys still doing, like, Fortnite stuff? I haven't really jumped into the chat there for a while. I'm pretty sure I see like a few people. I can't keep up with it though. You guys are all over it all the time. I haven't played Fortnite in, gosh, a long time. What have I been kind of smashing out? I've mostly been smashing out Soulframe, clearly. Absolutely loving this. It's a pre-alpha game. It's really, really fun, to be honest. Beautifully done too, so, and for a pre-alpha closed testing kind of cluster, it's been amazing, to be honest. So it's also from the creators of Warframe, by Digital Extremes. They're my favorites. I love them. I played a lot of their titles for a very long time. Oh man, dude, these come out of nowhere. There we go. Necrosis says, but after the idol was removed, Mora's Hand instantly became useless because nothing makes sense in that pact anymore. I have a feeling that one will be restructured. I'm still gonna, like, jump back into Kith of Kings and get the Hand of Mora. I definitely want to try it out. It looks really cool, but maybe it's like the Ignimora and you give it to the Hand of Mora? Maybe that's what... Does that activate the flame thing anymore, or no? If they make a Fate Pact, that should better be a Dryad Pact. I agree. Absolutely. Dryads, very cool, viney. I want leafy looking stuff. I mean, you take some inspo as an example from, say, like Guild Wars 2. The Sylvari, I think they're called. I started as a Sylvari character in that game, and I'm still played GW2. Not as much as I used to, but it's a very cool title. And yeah, I thought the Silvari were a really cool looking race. Only because, yeah, they just looked like a giant plant child, and it was really cool. If they make a pact, the Triune Talisman is being built. Hell yeah, IQ. Nice. Triune is very cool. It does give you a stat spread for each stat too, which is useful. Brewski, I've been jamming the finals a lot. Fortnite is dead to me. Can someone clip that? That's amazing. Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, yeah, Fortnite's a good game, and they've, like, God, they've just turned it into, like, a super fun fest. It's awesome. But, man, yeah, I could never get up to, like, the crown, whatever, or, like, I would win one, but then, like, some little hotshot would come through and, like, dice you, and you're like, you've lost it 99 out of 100 people. It's like, great. That makes me feel great. Really just biding my time till Arc Raiders releases in October. Hell yeah. Did you watch the Summer Games Fest? Arc Raiders looks really cool, actually. There's a lot of titles coming out. Summer Games Fest was really cool. I actually did a... I think it was a morning stream, I think Saturday last week. Or maybe it was Sunday. No, it was Sunday morning. And yeah, there's a lot of titles coming out, man. It looks really good. If they made the Fey Pact, yes, I want the Fey Pact as well. You want a Zombie Pact, IQ? I don't know about that. Well, you never know. Never say no. Necros, because its abilities and passives are built around the actual Ignamora sword that you can conjure up. Okay, got you. Oh man, stop trying to eat my soul. I want your soul instead. Thank you. Make the pact needs to be a bunch of plants growing around the arm. I agree. I think the Zelda pact is really, really nicely done. I like the feathers and all that sort of jazz around it. Like the Tetherin pact, as an example, like the green leafy stuff on it. To me, it doesn't really make sense to have like a planty looking fighter pact. But anyway, it does look pretty cool. I like the Zelda though, because when you activate the Elder Bloom, or at least the Soul Mode, you get all the leafy goodness happening. It's pretty cool. I think I've come here. Alright, Flappy Bird, where are you taking me? Are you drunk again? He is. He's just beelining it out of a cave. Righto. Necrosis is the Triune Talisman to get the Cicada armor. I would say yes, isn't it? Necrosis? Like, I'm pretty sure it is. It's kind of like a side product of getting the armor, really. But it's worth it, though. Definitely worth it. Triune Talisman. No, okay. I didn't see the Games Fest, but got into the closed beta a couple of months back, and it was amazing. Hell yeah. Are you doing more some streaming, Brewski? You've got to call yourself the Brewmaster. I think that... Well, I mean, you call yourself the Brewer. But I think, like, Brewmaster would be dope. And do you have... Like, how often are you streaming as well? I want to know, because I want to send people your way. It's really fun. I'm really glad I started doing it. You get to hang out with, like, really cool people and talk heaps of game stuff. Being a nerd. Alright, Flappy Bird. Where are you taking me, friend? Okay, I'm gonna trust you. Alright. IQ, I'd also love a corrupt themed pact. Yeah, I wouldn't say no to that. Now, I know that that's not an exit, so... Wait, is it... Are you an exit? You are. Good. Let's get out of here, because I didn't have too much luck, unfortunately, on the Fragmentos. There's heaps of those creep dudes around, but no fragments for the Precklys, unfortunately. The Cicada armor is from the puzzle, not from the Triune Talisman. True. They do kind of come hand in hand, though. But yeah, you don't have to get the Triune Amulet specifically to get the Cicade Armor. It's just getting through the, what is it, like 10 crystals? And you've got to hit them at the right order, which I have no idea how anyone could do that solo. I had to go and look for something to find help with it, personally. Because, yeah, I wasn't sure if that puzzle was fully fleshed out, or there was a reason why only one player could see maybe like 1 or 2 of the sigils. But hopefully that gets adjusted. 9 crystals. It was 0 to 9, I'm pretty sure it was. Prex are from the Odin Assassins and some Odin chests when the Cicade first came out. I bet you it was pretty crazy. The whole of Soulframe Discord had to be banded together to solve it. I bet it did. But I mean, I think that's a good thing about essentially the DE umbrella of players with Warframe and Soulframe. Yeah, as soon as you chuck a puzzle our way and there's barely any information around it, without a doubt, people jump onto it and they're like, all right, let's get this done. We've got, 12, 24 hours, and everyone just jumps in and helps each other. It's the best. So I think once that puzzle kind of got thrown in, it was like, okay, cool. Let's get to it, Problem solved. It was awesome. But yeah, I certainly wouldn't have been able to do it myself. That's for sure. Sometimes the sigils don't spawn, but in fact they do sometimes in the other rooms. Oh, the glowing sigils for the paintings or the murals on the wall. Yeah, they do show up in other rooms, but the crystals, those sigils that are supposed to show on the blue crystals that you find, I think you're only allowed to see 1 or 2 sigils in the entirety of the 9 crystals that you had to hit in a specific order. It was really cool. Like, it was challenging as hell though, because there was no indicator really to say, hey, yeah, you've hit the right crystal. Some people said to me, oh, you've got some, oh, Gathanan, you've got some kind of like Romanesque numerals with, say, like a 1 and like 2 dots, and that was like 3. But yeah, it's kind of, you're having to learn an entirely new language without the understanding of what the basis of it is. So to kind of even get like a base knowledge of what the 1 is, what the 2 is, 3, and so on, to be able to unlock that entire language basically was pretty interesting. But yeah, it was cool to see everyone just band together and be like, hey, let's get this done. Sometimes the sigils don't spawn. Yeah, wrong. You're just not looking hard enough. Oh, well, maybe. But I mean, I could even run over. Like, I'll just change over to the wolf and I'll go hang out in one of the Cicade crypts and I'll show you. Because I think I could see 1 sigil, and to me, it just didn't make sense to have 1 player be able to use soul mode and then be able to see 1 sigil out of like 9. It was a bit confusing, so I think that's why having like everyone kind of source out the information was really, really cool. But like I say, I would have had no clue on how to do that myself. Yeah, Acrosis, want to help me get this Cicade armor? I mean, I linned GEK from No Man's Sky. What's the GEK IQ? Lazy right now, for real. Hey, can you guess what this song is from? What song? What song do you mean, Gemini? Alright, where am I on the map here? Alright, I'm just gonna lock in on that. And hopefully not despawn into the human. Yet. Come on, where's an enemy? I want to bite your butt. God damn it. Oh man, I'd love to have a timer on that ability. Or at least just teleport straight to where you've left off. Alright. I'll just do this and then we'll go. Get back, it's a race named GEK. They have their own language. Oh, okay. That's cool. And I learned it. Well, you're very good, because I certainly didn't. I just relied on other people's intelligence, to a degree. But, yeah, I think the language learning, I just thought, okay, we're going to have to play a little bit of brain work here. It's being checked by the mod at the moment. I counter the duration of Orin. Oh, Gemini, do you mean the ability for the wolf? Like the teleportation thing? I hope so. Oh no. Where's that tank? Oh, there it is. Doggos, save me. Are they also looking at the damage that the enemies don't take from the cannon? I really hope they are. I think we're the only character that gets damaged by the Odin Basaldum. And they're an absolute pain in the ass to take down too. What secondary have? Okay, I got the Vidigrous. That should be fine. F you, tank. You are so annoying. Until they add a timer. Ah, okay. For the wolf transformation, I hope so. I think the third ability I usually just use as a timer, essentially. I just do the howl, and then just turn into the wolf and go for a run, and then by the time the blue orb finishes up, it's pretty much time to pretend that the time is done, and then just switch into the human so I don't lose the travel time. Gemini know this song. It's being checked by the mods at the moment. Which song? What do you mean? Because he said, what song is this from? Oh, are you trying to add something in chat, you mean? Do. Oh god, I'm all the way up here. Alright, Wolfie Phone, let's go. Alright. Kind of howly woolly timey made. There's so many enemies. I always want to eat them all. Automod is checking it. Uh-huh. What's the... okay. I will wait for its response. Maybe it might just hold that for me if the mod's checking it. Because if it's any sort of link or anything like that, it probably won't come into chat. Unless it's sent from me. If that's what you're referring to, chat-wise. Oh man, I missed it again. That's right. Ooh, 3 towels. Alright, I'll go do this one. Might as well. Might as well. But this is good news of what you guys were saying about the Isle Weaver as well. Very excited. I'm very excited to see the Araxia. She looks awesome. I think there was a Deb short last week, and it was showcasing a little bit of the movement of her and her 4th ability as a spider. It looks awesome, and the way that she can bullet jump too, which looks really cool. Automod holds it until a mod or the streamer allow it. Gotcha. Oh god, I'm trying to stab someone. I shouldn't be. Let me have a look. Because I have got nothing in my chat to say something's being held. Being checked by mod at the moment. Let me have a look. Gotcha. No, yeah, Gemini, I don't have anything being checked, to be honest. Nothing. Yes, sir. DE knows I used to go in that spider girl from Monster Masami. Then I'm really glad that we got doxed enough that Steve was like, Spider Frame, Spider Frame, Spider Frame for so long, and then kind of like no one was believing it after a while, and then all of a sudden they're like, hey, by the way, Spider Frame. Sweet. Yeah, I'm very, very keen to see how she operates, that's for sure. Aurexia has a custom bullet jump? Yeah. Yeah. She kind of has the legs like a, one of the, what are they called? The Basalm? That's really bad. I should know the name of them. They're those really, intense, strong, infested dudes from the... I'm just trying to switch my brain over to Warframe here. It's really hard. Basal, I think they're called, and they're from the Tekrot or the yellow dudes. It's really hard to cross-reference a different game when you're not having it in front of you. I have to admit that. The Basal. I'm pretty sure that that's what they're called. They're the ones with like the big spindly legs, and they're really hard to take down in 1999. I'm pretty sure... Hang on, what have I got here? Turn on one red adrenaline crash. And what? Paint me dead. What have we got here? Sorry, Gemini, I'm just reading your in-game message. Okay, cool. Is that like the line of the song that you were referring to before? Where am I going? Okay. Paperwork time. I've got to refocus a little bit. There's a lot going on in chat too, so I'm going to try to keep up with you guys, but also try to focus on what I'm doing as well. Ooh, Odiak. Nice. But Gemini, I did get your in-game message about those lines of the music song. I will have a look into it, most likely after stream. Awesome. Okay, got you. Probably better to maintain chat within the stream as well, if we can. I don't mind doing in-game chat if I'm in-game with you, but I'm not on stream. It just makes it easier for everyone to understand what's going on for chat as well. I just try to maintain that as much as I can. Please. But yeah, IQ, referring back to what you were saying with the Auraxia's bullet jump, yes, there is a custom bullet jump for her. I don't know how long her transformation is. I would assume it's just similar to most other... I don't know if it's a channeled ability or if it's a timed. So whether or not duration's involved, or if it's a channeled ability like... probably like Hildren's Haven, I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's called that. I'm kind of hoping it's a channel ability though. I think that'd be really cool. Oh, the stream chat wasn't letting me send that line. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's probably like a particular word or something in the chat. It's probably like the modification settings for the chat, so it will hold certain things for sure. So I'll have a look into it and see if maybe it just needs to be, I guess, lowered. Because yeah, there may be like certain words that may be like looking at it and thinking, oh, maybe that would be an offensive term. So it's probably just holding that. So, but it didn't come up through the stream chat, which I think I know what I need to do to redirect that. Just so you can type stuff in without it holding it, because you'll see that message, but if it's that message on my end, it won't come through. It just automatically does it. It's been so long since any Warframe have had a custom bullet jump or dodge roll animation. True. Well, I mean, I think to have a spider frame in the game for a start is pretty cool, but I think having a custom model placed in game and then building around it, I think that's really cool. I think the design elements of it too would be really fun as well. Alright, Benneret time. Hello, Miss Benneret. How are you? Ah, Stein. Here we go. Lady of Flame. Have you guys farmed out the Gwynlyn yourselves as well? I actually don't mind this weapon. It bosses out some pretty good arcanic damage too.
Your triumphs lighten this leaden shame.
Gwynlyn. I don't know why I keep on calling it Gwynlyn. Gwynlyn sounds pretty cute though. Alright, what do we get? Cool. Alright. Howdy doody lads, we are here. Yo, okay. It's 8:30. I'm gonna go check and see the Siren Pact and see where she's at. I'm really keen to try that out, and I'm really hoping that it's ready. Maybe in half an hour. We'll see. But if not, that's alright.
I know. How can I do?
Damn it. 2 hours from now? I'm sure I put that in the oven last night at like 7-ish. Like 7:30 my time. But it says it takes a whole day, so that must be a full 24 hours. So that is an hour and 56 minutes from now. Hell nah. At least I'll have Rook and Siren for... I'll probably jump in and do a stream tomorrow, to be honest. I think... What have I got? I've pretty much got everything in game, apart from the Hand of Mora. So, I've just got to wait, I think, 3.5 days or something to get the Kith of Kings back in action. And then I'm going to end up... Oh, yes I do. No, I will do that. 12, 11, 7. What totem are you wearing? You've got your Triune. Awesome. I'm going to switch back to Tethering though, because I really like leveling this this one. 18. The Wildor sword. It's pretty cool. And I like the armor setup that I've got on too. I need to farm for it. Which one? The Gemini? The Gwynlyn staff? It's pretty good. Like, low level, it kind of starts off a little bit slow, but once it gets to max rank, it's pretty dope. Actually, I'll chuck it on with the Zelda for you. Where's this one? I really like the Zelda Pact. I can't remember though, starting with it or not, if those feathers grow as you level it. Where's that? Zelda. Yeah, its damage attunement is Arcanic, and the attunement is Spirit. But it dishes out quite a bit of damage, hey? Like, even with 20 Spirit points, it smashes. And then you've got your Courage, and you've got your Grace. I don't really do a lot of Grace, to be honest. I could put that up to 10, but eh. I don't really bother with Grace, to be honest. And then I'll just chuck on the Vertigerous, and I'll go around with this one. But I think, IQ, was it you before that was saying that you wanted a little bit more of like a warrior look? This is what the Stithywix chest piece looks like. You got like a big oven mitt kind of thing. It's the top piece for 2 Volcane. But it's pretty cool. You get like army strap kind of chest thing and a pretty cool shoulder pad thing. So I've still got the Arangul glitch with the fiery eyes happening too. I like that. It's a pretty fun glitch though. What I'll probably do... I'm just having a look at being mindful of time. I could probably go for about another 15 minutes or 20 minutes for you guys. And then I'll probably have to wrap up because I've got some prep to do before tomorrow. It was an unscheduled stream tonight, but I thought I'll jump in, say hi to you all. It's nice to see a lot of familiar names and see a lot of returning names too. It's been really great. And also really awesome news. I don't know if some of you guys know, but I made the Twitch affiliate earlier today, but I haven't activated the that side of things just yet. I've just got to set up a few more things this week, and then you guys should start be able to redeem rewards, etc. When you're in stream, in chat. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to setting all that sort of stuff up and setting up a few games. If you've got like any suggestions as well, I'm open to them for the stream chat as well. Probably the best way to do that, if you're not part of the Discord, feel free to join, no obligation. But if you've got some suggestions and you feel like dropping that in the suggestions tab, let me know if it works firstly. I've got a few people who are hanging out in the Discord as well, and I generally just do all my updating on socials and stuff, just with notifications there. I do a little bit of stuff on Twitch, predominantly on YouTube, but the Discord's a pretty easy way to kind of keep track of where I'm at and what I'm up to as well. But as far as like redeems, like playing with channel points and stuff, I've already got a few ideas in mind, but I'm just taking the time to map them out this week, and then that should be ready to roll probably by the weekend as well. So yeah, the affiliate stuff came through this morning. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning. Kind of took me by surprise, but I thought, holy, cool. We've achieved that one together, so I think that's really cool. So I feel pretty good to share that with you guys. So thank you very much for supporting me to get into the affiliate with Twitch. So I think there's a few bits and pieces changing, not too much. But yeah, I think it's just a really cool way to celebrate stream. I think I'm going to be doing another code giveaway for the Soulframe on, I believe it's Sunday or Saturday this coming week as well. So if you've got anyone that you know who seems pretty keen to play Soulframe, feel free to shout them out, send them through the Discord or the socials as well. I'll be updating that probably Thursday, Friday this week, and then I should have the stream on, I'm pretty sure it's the Saturday. I'm pretty sure I've set it for 4 o'clock in the afternoon my time, which I believe is Friday for most of you. So I did do another one earlier this week, but I think the time frame was probably not well chosen. But I did have one very dedicated viewer hanging out, and he was really cool, or they, I should say. They came in and yeah, we just talked all Soulframe for like the whole stream. And then basically I was like, well, you know, I'm just gonna like pull the draw. Oh, you win. So, but it felt pretty cool. They've been in game and they've been really enjoying it. So it felt really good to be able to share out a code to someone, and someone who seemed pretty enthusiastic about the journey of Soulframe. So yeah, and they're also a Warframe player. So I know if you play Warframe, you definitely will eventually, if you don't already, have access to the Preludes. I think is a really cool thing to share with someone. So, and that was a really cool thing for one of my smoothies to support the stream. They decided to give one of their spare codes away for the giveaway, which I really appreciated. So, and that's Felix Dune Rider. I don't know if Felix is here tonight, but yeah, they decided to share out their free code. So I really appreciate that one. And I will definitely celebrate things, no matter how big or small. I think it's a good thing to do. So yeah, that was really fun. I really enjoyed doing that code giveaway. So my first one too, so it's really fun. So I think the next one, pretty sure, is on the Saturday. I should have that one put through the Discord from memory as well. I'm pretty sure I popped that together yesterday, and then yeah, I chucked the update for that through the Discord for everyone as well. Alrighty, where are you? Slay the banner at the glades. Okay. You are not the Banneret I'm looking for. Yo, okay, you're definitely not the Banneret I'm looking for. You are rude, my lady. Ah, thanks for the follow, Necrosis. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be really looking forward to the weekend stream as well. So, I'll definitely keep pretty on top of stuff with posting and schedules, etc. I definitely find this time frame definitely works for a lot of you guys as well, which is awesome. I was doing streams a little bit, say like Monday morning my time, which was Sunday everyone else's time, but I think it was more just everyone's kind of like, it's Sunday, I'm ready to like just chill, veg out, and get ready for the Monday kind of deal. So yeah, the first code giveaway I did, I literally just hung out with like, I think the one person the whole stream. It was nice though. But yeah, I thought maybe I should hold it on a weekend, because that's probably when everyone else is actually online, rather than possibly sleeping. So they seemed pretty stoked to do the code thing. So they were there, they showed up. So I was really impressed with their vigor around getting a code for Soulframe. So well deserved, I have to say that. But granted too, aside from like all the game talk for all of you guys in chat though, like did everyone have like a pretty decent weekend as well? Any highlights? I like to hear about these sorts of things. Alright, where are you, Banneret, dude? Stein, you were an absolute pain. I remember you. Is that you down there? No. Or is that you? Nope. You're the annoying one. Alright, there's that one. We got Torchy Lady. You're a pain too. There you are, Mr. Golden Man. I don't think so. Alright, let's just do that. I've got to admit, with the Gwilyn staff, its punch-through damage is really, really good. Nice. Oh, Gemini, your birthday was on the weekend. Dope. That's awesome. What did you do? Dinner? Party time? Did you go out with fam? Hang out with the besties? Call the crew? All the fun things? Alright. There's the sluggy dudes. I don't think there's anything down here. I lie. I think there's a cave. Always a cave. There we go. Nope. Oh, yes. There is a cave. What am I talking about? Got that one. That one. Hello, creep. Goodbye, creep. Alright. Alright, we're gonna go up there. Awesome, awesome. definitely enjoy the glade area. Oh man, I bet you I just found the, is this the glade? Oh no, this is just a little area. There we go. Dinner with the fam. Nice. What kind of place did you go to? Like cuisine, I guess. Like, was it Japanese, Italian, Greek, French? What kind of cuisine did you guys have for din-dins? Food is life. I celebrated as well last night. I had pizza. So, technically kind of like, yeah. I celebrated your birthday too, in spirit, but with pizza. Still more of an Odiak enjoyer than Gwynlyn? Yeah, that's fair enough. I do like the Odiak as well. It definitely works really well with Tempest. But even thinking about what you were saying before, Necrosis, on the ability of Ode Tempest having that fire lava attack just doesn't make sense. I guess in a synergistic way it doesn't. It does make sense that it can basically one-shot people, but yeah, I agree on the fact of if it's like a lava kind of style pact, to me it would make sense to put something like that into like Tethrin, because it's kind of, you know, explosive, volcanic, and it's more of like a strength courage based attack. And then you've got the Astrosphere and the other ability, Astro Shield, or is it Astrosphere? I can't remember. Oh, nice. You had pub food? Fuck yeah. Oh, I swear. But anyway, pub food's the best, man. Like, no joke. Pub food is always the best. It's always a solid, really good steak, pizza, you name it. Like, I don't think there's been many pubs that I've been to where I have not been not satisfied with the food that I've been given. It's awesome. I was about to judge it. Bros do French? Why? Like French food, you mean? Oh, right. No, French food's good. There are a few dishes I've tried in like French cuisine where I can't remember what it's called, but it's like basically like raw mince. I think it's got something like mint kind of like shredded through it. It's pretty interesting, I'll say that. It's not something I would go for all the time, but apparently it's really good for your gut. And I went to a French restaurant with a friend who's actually from Paris, and they said, "Oh, try this," and I said, "Oh, I don't," and they gave me the judgy eyes, and I was like, "Okay, I'll get that." Yeah, it was definitely a one-time only experience, personally. But yeah, atmosphere. Yeah, cool. Well, yeah, I know. They're very cheeky with some of the stuff that they put in game, hey. I really like the fact that they call it Astrosphere as well, or Atmosphere, sorry. Yeah, I do like that they have a really unique way identifying certain things as well, and they do it really consistently as well, which is nice. Not really sure why I dropped into here, but anywho, just get some enemies done, really. Alright. I really wish we had access to something that told us how much faction rep that we've got, to be honest, rather than going all the way back to our faction just to check and see how much we've got. Maybe dropping into the Nightfold will tell me. Pretty please? No. Ah, okay. Really? You don't want to tell me how much faction rep I have? Damn it. Oh well.
I know.
What have I got? 8, 1 hour. Oh man. I'm kind of tempted to just keep on going until I can pick up Siren. Tempted, but I really shouldn't, because if I don't sleep well, I get super grumpy contest, like really quickly, which is, I'm not going to subject you guys to that. It's not fun at all. But I will just go check out faction rep, and then I probably will wrap up stream roughly in about 5 minutes time, and then I'll keep a few social posts just updating during the week, just for the weekend stream. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. So I've got a code from the Summerfest that I'll be giving away as well. And then hopefully I will be able to do a little bit more of a showcase of this Siren Pact as well. I haven't been able to experience it myself, but I'm very much looking forward to it. So what's this? Ah, this is Alka's Children. Whoops, what am I doing? I probably could switch to Alka's, to be honest. I don't have to go to the Kith. Oh, actually, no, maybe I can't. Because if I switched to the Rose last week, then the week that I've switched, it still hasn't, it won't rotate over, unfortunately. So there's no point in going to see Alka's anyway. Shame. Oh well. That'll teach me for switching factions halfway over a weekend. But by the weekend, I think I will... Oh, hello. Oh, I'm so glad those stairs were there. I hate these things. Absolute pain. If you guys have got any tips on how to take down these tanks like a lot faster, please let me know. Yo, okay. I'm glad I'm wearing a Zelda though. These things are an absolute pain. It does look kind of cool though when it gets turned to stone. And it doesn't last long. What a shame. Good synergy though. Gwilyn and those Phantom Flock together. Smacks the crap out of it pretty quickly. I don't know if you guys have noticed though with the a Zelda Pact in co-op recently. I was playing a little bit before. It definitely soft locked quite a bit. So being able to use the Zelda Pact in co-op unfortunately is not as good at the moment, but solo you're all good. Voltaic damage, ignore armor. Indeed. Okay. But this one's more of an arcanic. Is that the same as Voltaic? Next is the tank will target the Iron Wolves before it targets you. Ooh, I hope so. True, actually. Yeah, the dogs would be pretty impervious to most damage, so... And lastly, Flyblades. Okay. Yeah, I like the Flyblades against them. It's awesome. Okay. Why am I getting a notification? We have no inbox. Anyway. Alright, Lady D. What have you got for me? Well, at least I've got two things to do. I think possibly Friday I might do a stream before I do the giveaway one. Probably just a chill one like this one. I really enjoyed tonight, so thank you very much for keeping me like chitty chatty and super animated. I think once I've got a few more things sorted out for the weekend stream, and once I've done that one, I think next week I'm actually looking at doing a camera so you can all see my mug. I probably will work on getting a different microphone as well, because I do note the one that I've got, it's okay, but it doesn't sound as clear as what I'd like it to, so I've got a camera and a microphone in the works for future, and then yeah, I'll probably be showing my face on stream, so I hope you guys are getting ready for that. I think, what have I got? Dendrite, Japri, I don't need these. Alright, so I don't really need anything from Miss Drunkard. So, anywho, there we go. Goodbye, Spencer. Lovely to see you. Alright, so I've got one more time I'll check these. I've got to mind like a sieve sometimes. Rook and Siren. Alright, so that one should be done by tomorrow. And then I might actually do just a stream just around finding Siren synergies with Siren and a few of the other weapons. So predominantly been using a lot more of the Iselda, the Gwilyn. I've been thinking about doing like build videos as well. So I think I might actually do a few synergies. I might start off with the Aselda because I'm pretty familiar with that. But again, if you guys have got things that you think would be beneficial, like informationally wise, in and around the game, I'm open to suggestions as well. But we'll see. You'll have people trying to kiss their screens. Aw, thank you. Well, I kind of hope so. I mean, you know, who doesn't love a good kiss? Necrosis says, and also another thing I hope is that you can buy the other moat reward if you choose this one. True. Later in the line, of course. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from on that one, to be honest. I think that'd be actually quite a good... I think that'd be a good system to implement. The way that I think about those sorts of systems, though, not so much as a consumer, as a player, I kind of come through gaming world with an idea of, okay, if it's a free-to-play game, you've got to transact in the back end of the game to develop, to make money, but then on the player side of things, of what we're seeing, as an example, like you've got your premium currency, how do we get that in-game? And then what is that used to purchase? As in, say, I want the Ignemora. It's a really cool weapon. I'd love to have it now. You've got to, yeah, you got to give something to get something, I think. And in the moat system as well, I think if you can get a reward for the moat, and then you can choose as a reward, is that kind of where you're coming from, Necrosis? On the, buying the other moat reward? Like with premium currency, as an example? I mean, a good example of it, I think if that's what you're semi-referring to, choosing between two doesn't feel as good as getting both. Do you mean as in, like, when you go to a faction and you get the 2 rewards, you only get to pick one? Because I have a feeling in future, the ranking systems will definitely be refined. I think the reward systems that we have currently, I think when I looked at Alka's Children, I think one of the rewards was like Drax, or it was a kilt, the Flame kilt, and I thought, man, that really sucks, because we've got rank neutral, and then you've got to have 5 grand standing to get to rank 1, and then you've got to get another 5k just to rank up to rank 2, and then to not have access to that pact at like 100 points, and then you had to go out and farm it, like the 100 points, just to get a new pact, and then build it for 24 hours. I felt like that was a bit rough, if that's what you're talking about in that essence, but I'm sure that'll be fleshed out futuristically, or at least I'm hopeful for it, because yeah, farming up like 10,000 points rep, and then 100 points to get a new pact was a little bit rough, but it was doable. But I think because they diversified the tails into 1, 2, and 3 tier was really good. This guy has the Triune mode, and I have it so I can easily copy the build. Okay. But the other guy didn't choose Triune mode, he chose the Spade, and I didn't choose the Spade, so now I'm locked out of that build. Oh. What? Which pact are you using? Oh, I'd like to go check through these, actually, so thank you for mentioning that, to be honest, as well. I don't mind having a look through these. Let's have a look. So I've got a Zelda at the moment, so I've got the Triune as my first, like, moat, and then I've got the Yeaful, which is increased courage, and then I've got the Water Ward moat as well. But I mean, I can play around with them again. You can take them on and off as much as what you want. What I've been looking at, even with like, say, Zelda as an example. Its spirit damage is already at 22 at its base, sorry. The grace is at 7, and then courage is at 9. So I generally kind of build back to front. So Triune is always the one that I put in. Grace, I don't really use a lot of, to be honest. So essentially I just go for a bit of courage. But then there's the Water Ward as well. So I get confused about what these do. So I might even do the whole release thing, and I'll put that Water Ward for 10%. Spirit flows on felled enemies, and then I'll put the Triune, and then I might just do Spirit and Grace. So Grace I don't really worry so much about as I do Courage and Spirit, but I have this feeling as things come along with the packs, that's going to shift a lot, especially with the new moat system coming in too. So this is the moats. Yeah, I've got I don't know if I've got them all. I have noticed though, the only moat that's available, the Dundress, which is a 15 plus to fully charged heavy damage. I don't really know if that really gives much. But hey, it's there, so that's the only weapon moat that I've got. But as far as the packed moats go, I have diversified them a little bit. Still using Yowful for courage, +2 Triune is 1 point to courage, grace and spirit. And then the Verose for the Orangol pact is just to boost a bit more of the courage and the grace for it. But I don't really need grace range. Its spirit is probably more useful, to be honest, because interestingly enough, its stats are more leaning towards a spirit use rather than grace or courage, really. But funny, it's built around a melee companion that boosts your damage output when they're in range of you. So yeah, it's an interesting pack to talk on, that's for sure. Grace's range, spirit's duration, courage's strength. Yeah. The spirit flows on felled enemies for the old times when packed idol was a thing. Ah, that's what you're mentioning before. Okay, thank you. And then there's also a spade mode. Oh, is there? I don't know where it is. I don't have it. Oh well. It grants 5+ smite chance. The other option was Triune. No shit. Oh, now I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, I just went with the 3-stat spread. The smite chance. I remember that one now that you mention it. That was back in the time when I first started, and people were already talking about the moat system being removed, and then I was confused because we still had moats in the game, and I thought, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, it's been interesting kind of figuring out these moats and seeing how they all work. And I think, which one's this one? The Tempest, I put Spirit and Grace for the Ironic. Palminian, I put a Courage and Spirit, and then Triune again. So leaned in more into the Courage and the Spirit this time. Spirit's more of your duration, I believe. Yeah. So, and then you've got your Tethering pact as well, which I use quite a bit of. So I really enjoy Tethering, to be honest. It's just insane. I probably don't need to build too much into Courage, to be honest. If I built out the Grace and the Spirit a bit more, which I might actually do, because the abilities already just smash the hell out of enemies. So I think I kind of want to try the Water Ward just to see what it does. Spirit and Grace. Courage. Courage is still pretty good, but I'll still chuck on the Triune. And then I might just build out maybe a bit more Spirit and Grace and just kind of see how that works again. So, but I should probably wait out until the new moat system comes into the game. So, but that's all good. Like, why can I only pick one? I think picking the triune's a wise choice, to be honest. It was a flat stat spread, so the way that I think about it from being in Warframe, flat damage sometime is better than a chance. And the fact that you've got 5% smite chance, I don't really know how that calculates that well just yet. So to me, taking a flat damage over a percentile chance, especially knowing what RNG and stuff is like at the moment. Oh, Raphael, thank you very much. That's awesome. I would probably be more inclined to do more of a stat spread filler. That's guaranteed over the 5% chance. It just doesn't make sense to my mind anyway. If you want the extra smite chance, definitely do so. But in some of the weapons like the Jukalik, if you chuck this on with Tethering as an example, or even say like the Ode Tempest, you've got 7 hits in 100 to smite the enemy. This one actually packs out quite a lot of them. And funny enough, the Rib 2 and the Short Blades in the Unsula, it does say it's got 2 in 25 chances of hitting with smite. I find that the Rivet 2, 7 in 100 hits will give you smite. These actually give you a lot of smite chances to be able to steal the soul from enemies. Give these guys a whirl. I've been playing around with these, and they definitely smash out a lot of chances for you to smite your enemy. The Royal Tines, they are a spirit achievement, but they've got a 9 in 100 chances to smite. And these guys dish it out, like, heavily. Because you've got the 2 twin blades and you're smacking the crap out of enemies, either one of these will do, to be honest. I mean, yes, it's attuned to Grace with the Rivet 2, but honestly, I still use that and run that with Tethering, and that smashes the shit out of enemies. So it's really, really good, these two, for short blades. I don't know how popular they are for people, but I've been playing around with them, and yeah, the more hits you hit an enemy, the more chance you get. So the Nettle does pretty well, but the Digris has got the 7 in 1 chance of smite, so that's quite consistent as well. But I have found the Grin, that's 9 in 100 again. So if you're flicking around town with a bow and you've got this handy, flick that out, you will be seeing smites left, right, and center. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting damage because it's a Carriage achievement as well. So yeah, it's super fun. But I think with the packs synergies, play around with them, have fun. I'm sure that you guys have been testing a lot of stuff, but I've been playing around a lot with a lot of different synergies, to be honest. So I've just been playing around with the Bulldor. It's just a longsword, but I don't mind it. It's achievement carriage based. It's I've still got to level it up to 30, max it out. But even the Solace 1, it's nice to see that that's a spirit weapon as well. So nice to find you here. You helped me earlier in Discord, Rafa. Oh, true. Nice, awesome. Nice to see you. Welcome on in. I didn't have the stream organized tonight, but I thought I'd just jump in and do a bit of a XP farm a little bit. I've got the Siren Pact going, and the Rook finally from the Silent Rose faction. So still working on the Silent Rose myself, and yeah, just thought I'd jump in and do a bit of a stream. So nice to see you in here as well. Welcome on in. Necrosis says I just run Royal Tines because they're clearly the best. True, yeah, I mean, them having the 3-point stat spread is, yeah, they're amazing. But the fact that they've got the 9 in 100 smite chance is wicked. So chuck that on with Tethering. If you've got access to the Tethering Pact, you will be extremely satisfied. Or the Ode Tempest, to be honest. Give that a whirl. That'll absolutely decimate enemies, that's for sure. It has triple attuned and better smite. Yeah, it has. It's awesome. I really want to see another triple attunement weapon in the game. It'd be nice to see maybe like a triple attunement bow. In all honesty, I'm not going to lie. I would love to see that converted away from Grace and put that into a spirit user. it just, in my head, Juniper, and the way that it looks like a magic bow. It'd be cool if it actually had the same kind of shots that the Gwilyn has as well. And for the starter star as well, I really feel like that should be at least a 2-star weapon rather than a 1. The Odiak are dope, and they do really well for Voltaic, but I think that should be the starter class weapon for Spirit, and then this one should be a 2-star achievement in Spirit with arcanic damage. I really do. I don't know if you guys agree on that. If you do, cool. If you don't, that's cool. Not to say that anyone's right or wrong, but that's just my outlook on those weapons as the Spirit class. And also the Bogged Myrtle, that being a Grace-based achievement, being a 2-star, it really doesn't make sense to me. To me, Grace kind of says, like, you know, backstabs and all that sort of jazz. A Sword and Shield to me does not speak, hey, I'm a thief and trying to be quiet. But that's just me being what I'm like in that sense. So the higher I chain the weapon, the better the multiplier on the virtue scaling to the weapon. Indeed. Mystics, quick question. As I just started the game, is there spears? Technically no. Not spears, but you've got your 2-handed weapons, like your Vasp. They're pretty cool, actually. They are a little bit slower hitting, but there's your Vasp. You got the Ducalic as well, which is really, really nice. That can be collected after, I think, collecting all of the world trees on the world map. And then you've got the Gathanan, which is given to you after one of the fables or the quests in the game. It's Attunement's Spirit, and it's a 3-star, and it smacks a lot of damage. Just the heavy damage alone on that, when you throw it, really is quite strong. So they're kind of like your spear weapons. So yeah, they're pretty cool. They're nice to check out. Juniper used to be Spirit. Why did they change it? Why? Anyway, until P7 they added it back in as a Grace. Okay. Well, I mean, you've got the new, well, revamped Thistlebow as a Grace. Give that to the Grace Pact users. Not to say that Grace Pact users are any less than the others, but I feel like the Grace Pact could definitely be, you know, or the Grace stats could be given a little bit more love, I would say, is probably the best. So, I agree with you. Makes sense the way that you said it. Thank you. Yeah, I think, I think there's a few different bits and pieces that I'm sure that we're looking at it thinking like, is that really like a Grace kind of style weapon? Or, you know, Courage makes sense, you know? It's like hack and slash and all that sort of jazz. I think, honestly, Igne Mora should be a Courage 3-star. Like, hands down, no doubt about it. The fact of how much it cost to get it, and how difficult it was to obtain to start with before P10 dropped, and then the patch came through, and then it became a little bit easy to get the fragments. I still think that should be a Courage 3-star. Hands down. Extremely rare. It's, you know, it's the king's weapon of choice, you know? I think that's how that one should be. That's for sure. I still personally think Gwilyn is better for the starter. Yeah, fair. Like, I mean, I think it's a good choice as a starter weapon for sure. Like, I just think its damage output and the way that it operates as a weapon is really well done. So, there's nothing wrong with it being the starter weapon, but I still think its achievement could be like a 2-star at least. Because I do think the damage output for it is still pretty good as well. And the Odiak as well, same deal. Like the magic, I would just love to see another magic weapon in game as well. You know, you've got the really cool like fist weapon that chucks out lightning. I think it's awesome. And then you've got, you know, your magic staff as well. I mean, you know, like a magic bow, I think would be pretty cool. Something that kind of fits the Soulframe kind of theme, I guess, of the game. Gath is a rare drop for the gold chests and glades. Yeah, Gathanan's awesome. I love that weapon. I should probably chuck that on soon as well. But I think for the next stream, I'll probably still level that one a little bit, but I should have the Siren Pact ready to roll, and the Rook as well. Rafa, the other spear style kind of weapon, is the Rook. That one I've currently got in the cookery at the moment. I've just got the blacksmith Tubal Carne building a few things for me at the moment. So I've still got one other pack to get, but I'll wait for that one. Just need more grace packs and more triple attuned courage and grace weapon. Yeah, I would agree with you there, Necrosis. I think having a little bit more of a grace-based attunement weapon would be really nice. Something that just kind of fits the, you know, cloak and dagger kind of style theme. Maybe like a fist weapon for the grace, but instead of being like, I don't know, lightning, it chucks out darts, as an example. I think that'd be kind of cool, to be honest. And I think having maybe like another courage fist weapon, I mean, who knows what's being planned. I guess it's just kind of throwing some ideas around as well. Just need more grace. Oran Umbra's courage. Yeah, I like Oran Umbra as well. I really like the design of this weapon too. It's really nice. Really, really cool. But they do want a weapon type for each virtue, which I think is a good spread, like you were saying before too. ODX should be 2 stars. Gwilyn 1 star is correct as starting weapon. Yeah, true. As I've said earlier, I want a magic sword like the Terra Prisma from Terraria, but you can control where the magic sword attacks now. I think Solace 1, I'm pretty sure that was a courage one, wasn't it? Because this one now is an achievement of 2 spirit. Which I was a bit surprised at. I think I jumped in game a couple of days ago, and then it's an achievement of spirit and 2 star, and I thought, oh, okay, cool. How long for the king to respawn? Jared, welcome, hello. With the Medicant King, I would probably say, if you're down... Hang on, I'll just jump back into the world map for you. I would probably say... Ah, damn it, I've got to get out of the faction. Hang on, let me run outside. If you're fighting the Medicant King, I would find the closest dungeon, run into that, go outside again, and it should respawn the Medicant King. When you're fighting him though, don't kill him straight away. If you can manage your health and stuff fighting him, just let him continue to respawn his little ads that come around, the little clay-like soldier dudes that he summons. Just let him summon like tons of those and just farm him for like half an hour. You should be able to get all the drops of his armor and some of the other weapon fragments from him as well. Or they chucked a cooldown on him. That sucks. No. Relog doesn't work on him anymore? Oh, no. I didn't do the relog method. I prefer not to do relog, to be honest. I try not to use it as much. I think for the Grin farm, I certainly did do it. Because I just thought, you know what? I just want to get the weapon done. Because I knew how other things in game that I wanted to do. I think, where's the closest dungeon? Do you guys have an idea of where the closest dungeon would be to Strowick? Because that's where the king spawns, right? So I'd probably say maybe the Kith of Kings. If you run all the way up there and then come back, that should respawn him as well. Guess who's back? Hey, IQ. Bottom right and bottom left. So he does spawn over here. Okay, because I came over here as soon as the patch spawned. Sorry, the patch dropped. And I knew that we could get the Medicant King to spawn in-game. But I went all the way over to Visi on the east coast of the corrupt area. And I rang the bell. And the mofo didn't even show up. And then I ran all the way back to the west. And he shows up. I thought, really? Okay. Let's have a look. And I kill him less than 10 seconds. Good to know. Ah, okay. Yeah. Try not to let him, like, die. Basically. The way that I ran him, I actually took down a Zelda. If you've got the Zelda with the Elder Bloom active, just chuck your Elder Bloom down and just heal through all of his BS. It's mostly his little dudes that like barge you and push you over. They're really annoying. But you basically want to farm them because they've got more drop chance to drop all of the stuff that you're looking for, especially if you're trying to get his armor as well. I can showcase that one if you want, just so you can kind of see it quickly. There's that one. So yeah, I farmed out the whole Medicant King set, and then I got the Gwilyn staff. That actually does a lot of damage to the Medicant King. But like I say, I haven't been back since about last week when I farmed out the whole entire set from him. But it's a really cool find. So try to keep the king alive as much as you can, and then just smash out all the enemies that he summons. He does it quite periodically as well. Need to do charge attack on the bell? No, you don't necessarily have to do... Oh, you do have to do a charge attack on the bell? I just found I just threw one little melee hit at it. You can actually use the bell to ring, and if it throws out that white kind of aura, it stuns the king and the enemies as well. Dungeon doesn't respawn him. He spawns after one. Oh no, so they have put a timer on him. That sucks. Courage polearm with short blade is sidearm. Okay, nice. Yeah. The Courage polearms are really cool. I do like the Gathanin. If you are looking to farm the Gathanin, the Gathanin fragments, I believe, come from the Glade as well. One thing I believe is that the Medicant is Jotar. You reckon? Interesting. Okay, I like lore theory. I'll keep that one in my back pocket there, IQ. I found this game on TikTok, and the only thing I know is looking good. Could you tell me what you like about it? I think, what do I like about it? Everything? In short. I don't think there's anything that I don't necessarily like about Soulframe. I like the fact that it's made by DE. I think they've done an excellent job for it to being a pre-alpha game. Yes, there's bugs. Yes, there's funny little things that can happen. But I think they've been extremely good at communicating what they are able to do when they do it. They've held to their timeline. So I guess that's probably more of what I like about the company. But what I like about the game is that we now have quite a few different things in, say, you've got your stats on your character armor now. We've got a few more different secondary weapons in the game. I think that was a really nice introduction to not just having just your base weapons in the game, but you've got a synergy between, you've got a secondary melee, you can still throw them, but then you've now got a ranged secondary. So the fly blades, as an example, are really, really dope. And I like the packs as well. The packed system I really enjoy so far. The fact that it's 3 abilities for each pact, it keeps it nice, it keeps it simple. You don't have to overthink it. You get to learn the pact pretty quickly. Bestones, you know, one of my favorite abilities. I started off as a spirit user. I'm still learning to understand the spirit, grace, and courage in certain ways on how these affect what your secondary damage output will be. Also in tandem with, you know, all of your different weapon classes that you've got as well. You've got your longsword, sword and shield, or shield with sword, your polearms, and then you've got your voltaic, magic, and then you've got your common arcanic. And I also just like, you know, a little bit kind of like sci-fi, more fantasy style games. My history of gaming has predominantly been more console to start with, but as I've leveled up in life, more PC. So I just really like the fact that the game isn't as super top heavy in its speed, and it makes you explore as well. You got plenty of stuff to do, and just enjoying the experience, I think, is part of it. So I think that kind of hits quite a few points of what I do enjoy about the game so far. But the fact that it's an early access and I get to contribute to I guess finding bugs in the game, giving a bit of feedback on that, or even just how to develop the game. I think that's what I really enjoy about this game as well. So, but yeah, I mean, Lithin, it depends on what kind of game kind of style that you like. I mean, people have said this kind of game is Soulframe like, sorry, like Elden Ring, or like a Souls-like. It kind of is, but not truly. I mean, Soulframe's got definitely its own lifeblood, so to speak. I mean, for what we've been able to access so far, you've got your armorist and weapon crafter. You've got your Qu'est-ce que c'est français, our witch, who does all of our randomized coloration. Don't quite know, other than it just being a note taker in game. You can send notes and put them all down, and like messages in game. I'm not necessarily a personal fan of that kind of system, but overall I think the game of Soulframe has been done really, really well. I think the artistry to it as well. I just like a little bit of mythical kind of mysticism, running around with a bow, sword, and shield. It's she's French, yeah. Yeah. I hope that answers your question, Lethan. I think I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I hope. That's just some of the elements I really enjoy about the game. My background, I played a lot of Warframe, and it kind of translated well into Soulframe. Just knowing the history of, DE and how they've developed Warframe, and they've got, 10 to 12 years of content in that game alone. To be part of this one is, it's a really cool experience. So I'm glad I get to share it with everyone. So awesome. I'm glad that answered a few of your queries on that. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this journey. It's been really, really fun. So putting a few bits of social kind of content together as well. It's a bit of a side project, but it's been really good. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying the ride as well. Because it does a lot of things the Void does. Indeed. Creates a metallic substance. It can revive and corrupt people. Indeed. Yes. Another theory I have is that the corruption is the Void from Warframe. Yeah, I mean, I can see a crossover. That's for sure. I don't think the two worlds will collide. I think that would be a really interesting interaction. I mean, it's DE, right? You never really know. But yeah, I'm happy to see Soulframe grow in its own nest, if that makes sense. I mean, if there's slight little Easter eggs and stuff, which I love in games as well. I don't know about you guys, but even just finding like that slice of cheese in this game the other day, where is it? I'll just jump back into the world map quickly so I can show you guys. I probably will end stream. I am a little bit more over the time limit today, but it's just been really great hanging out and chatting with you guys too. If you guys do get the opportunity, run out to the very edge of this and run around. You'll find a little table with a cheese wheel with a slice chopped out of it. It's just a little gimmick thing, but when I found it, I lost my shit. I thought it was really funny. And then I'm pretty confident on the other side of the map over here, there's the slice that's missing from the cheese wheel over here. I don't know if you guys will find that interesting, but I did, and I thought it was pretty dope. Awesome. See, there you go. Yeah. Where can I get the first polar? Mistrix. Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure that one is I'm pretty sure it's Solace. I'd recommend just running around, just doing a few of the faction tales, to be honest. I think a lot of them do drop from most of the chests, or the enemies around. Sorry, it's the VASP 4. Off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure that generates, I would probably say, go into your fort, Curlau, I'm pretty sure it is. It does have really strong enemies, just down here. There's the little township. Just run through most of the main roads. You'll find that there's a lot more chests in the game now. So if you find enemies just hanging out and they've got a chest, just keep on running those areas. I would definitely go down to Fort Carlisle. I think the enemies generally start off about level 10. They can get up to like 20. But that VASP 4, it generally will drop for most of the centralized area. I don't know if it's faction dependent, to be honest, but I have noticed in game when I've switched over a faction, there's certain weapons that tend to start dropping, like the Odiak, but I think that was when I was part of the Kith of Kings faction, which at the moment I'm part of the Silent Rose, which I don't mind. I'm just going to keep farming them up until I'm rank 5, and then I'm going to dice them, and then I'm going to finish off my faction farming with the Kith of Kings. I've already done the Alka's Children as well, but as far as the polearms go, best way to get most of your fragments for your weapons, just do your sparrow tails. Honestly, they will. It's all based on RNG. It's a very similar kind of model of RNG chance. I think the RNG in game has been shifted quite a bit, so definitely run your 3-star factions or even 2-star factions. They take a little bit less time. You still get your Sparrowtail rep for your faction that you're part of, and you've got more opportunity to get more of the fragments to drop in game. And then if you're really keen for the Grin as well, I recommend run over to Fort Kernhold. The Cicade event's on in game still, and the entrance to one of the crypts is just there. The exit is just up there. You can just keep on running those 2 spots until you farmed out everything that you need, which is the Triune 3-part amulet and the Cicade full armor set. It comes crafted. You don't have to worry about any of the materials. You can just continue doing all of like your sparrow tails throughout the world map, and then if you really want the Grin, do the Fort Kernhold. You can do the login logout method. I'm sure that you guys have heard about that, but I would say just jump into your Nightfold just to save, just in case. It's not a must do, but it's just something I got into the habit of doing in P9. But I feel like a lot of their saving of the game has been stabilized now. So, but Mr. X, I hope that answered your question on how to get some more of the fragments for the VASP4 polearm. It is a pretty good polearm. It looks pretty dope. I think what I'll probably end up doing, guys, is probably end stream here, because I'm an old man. Not really. We're getting there though. But it is around 9:30 at night, and it is well past my bedtime. You guys have certainly kept me in chatty Cathy mode, so thank you very much, all of you, for jumping in and asking questions, talking everything. It's been an absolute pleasure doing this tonight. So I will update my schedule on Twitch for the weekend stream. I'll be doing a code giveaway at that time, so keep an eye on socials. I'll pop them just in the chat there for you guys as well. No obligation. Good to talk to you as well, Gemini. Thank you very much. Yes, I'll definitely be enjoying my sleeps for sure. And if you guys are keen, I've got all the social links in there for me. If there's nothing that's working, or if it's not working as intended, if you can reach out to at least one of the link channels, please let me know. I am working on the Discord. I am pretty active in responding. So yeah, just trying to put things together and make the Dream Steam journey, you know, as much as I can. And it's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you guys tonight. So thank you very much for all of your questions. It's been an absolute wrap of a night, to be honest. So you definitely kept me up well past my bedtime. So good job, that guy there, fellas and ladies. Awesome, guys. Take care of yourselves. Thank you very much again. And yeah, really looking forward to the weekend stream. But up until then, I will say bid you adieu. Thank you very much. And for now, I will say ciao. Ciao.